talk about these four bills that the governor wants to get passed. Two of them deal with education, two deal with health care, and I think what you're referring to, Senator, earlier was about this bill that's deadlocked in the Senate. That's the governor's bill on health care, the coordinated care organizations. It's coming down along party lines, 14 Republicans, 1 Democrat voting, saying they're going to vote against it. They sent a letter to the governor saying they want to have tort reform, put caps on malpractice before they'll vote for this coordinated care organization bill. What is going to happen with that?
I really wish you hadn't brought that up.
Is that why you had a bad day today?
Yeah, well, it came out of Ways and Means this morning. It started to move last Friday out of a policy committee of Senate, and we moved it out of a subcommittee of Ways and Means. It came out this morning. It wasn't fun. And I'm feeling bad because right now it's all D's and all R's. We haven't got together. And if it passes right now, it'll pass by 1 vote. So I'm scared that I'm sweating rocks. So it's now coming to the Senate floor. It'll be up next week. And this is big time stuff.
It's really important to the governor. I know that. And he's saying that you can deal with malpractice in that next session. What do you think, Speaker Hanna?
Well, I agree with the Senate President. This has been a tough deal. Healthcare reform in Oregon is critically important. The governor has 2 pieces of legislation that are to him the crux of the importance. It is transformation, which is the bill we're talking about, which came out of Ways and Means, and then the healthcare or health insurance exchange. But to this particular bill, Oregonians need to understand that there is policy in this bill which allows the state of Oregon to continue what many would argue is on the right track in terms of healthcare delivery. Although we're going to take some cost out of it because we're going to form the CCOs in local communities and give local control to providers. If we can do that, then you're going to get some federal money to help us. This bill is critical to be moved because it brings the federal money with it.
So you think maybe if it gets over to the House, it would have a chance of passing?
Well, look, I think it has a chance of passing at both sides of the building. I think there's a discussion about whether or not the governor's commitment to be inclusive of med-mal conversation down the road is enough draw, or if, as it stands currently, the Senate Republicans' insistence that it be there today. I think there's a good argument to be said. We're making a major move in healthcare, and this may be the time. But we're going to have the discussion. Sometime the bill's going to go up or down.
We're going to need to take a break in a minute, but a quick answer to this: there's one other bill the governor wants, and that's the health insurance exchanges implemented. Do you think that's going to go forward, Senator Courtney?
Well, it's on the House side. It's going pretty good, right? I mean, I'm not trying to shift it here all, but
that's okay.
It's pretty good, right?
No, right. The health insurance exchange came out of committee and is now aimed at the floor. So we're going to have a conversation about that very soon on the floor. The bill is supported by a lot of folks. It does have some tie to what we've just talked about in terms of transformation when you talk about the entire reform of healthcare in the state of Oregon. But I look forward to it likely moving through the system.
We'll talk about education when we come back. We need to take a break right now.